everyone. Welcome to our program today, and thank you for joining. Our program is going to be Discover Richmond, about Richmond area tourism, with Tameka Jefferson, who is the Community Relations Manager with Richmond Region Tourism. My name is Verity. I'm the Adult Public Services Librarian at the Mechanicsville Branch Library, and I'm really excited to see you all here today. If you have any questions during the presentation, feel free to ask them in the chat, but we will leave time at the end to answer any questions as well. Also, just so everyone's aware, this program will be recorded for future use by the Milwaukee Regional Library. So if you don't want to be recorded, just leave your camera off. And if you're interested in any other programs at the library, just check out the calendar on our website. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Tameka to start her presentation.
Thank you, Verity. Hi, everyone. I am, like she said, Tameka Jefferson. Forgive my background if it goes in and out. It's the signal thing right now. We're doing virtual, but I am Community Relations Manager at Richmond Region Tourism. Richmond Region Tourism is the destination marketing organization for the Richmond region. So what we do is we highlight and invite visitors to come here, to stay here, to visit here if they're more than 50 miles away. We just want them to come experience all that we have to offer in the region and support our restaurants, stay at our hotels. And so we highlight those jurisdictions that fall under our category. Specifically for my role, though, I work with two campaigns, Black RVA and Out RVA. Black RVA is our African American tourism campaign that focuses on the experience in the Black culture, restaurants, entertainment, beverage, festivals, and then also the LGBTQ plus campaign, which is focused on diversity, another part of diversity, and letting our guests know that we are welcoming and we're an inclusive place for them to come and just have a great time while they're here. So I'll just hop into giving you a highlighted overview of what Richmond Region Tourism does and who we work for. And so we have these 7 jurisdictions, as you see: Chesterfield County, Colonial Heights, which is fairly new, Hanover, Henrico, New Kent County, Richmond, and the town of Ashland. And so 100% free marketing for all of those businesses, hotels, and attractions who reside in those jurisdictions. As you see here, our main purpose of tourism and our job is to increase the quality of life here in our region. And so we do that by encouraging individuals. And as you see, these are numbers from 2019. Of course, with travel being at a cease in 2020, we had to focus on numbers from 2019, which was 7.7 million visitors who spent about $2.6 billion to come here to either do meetings and conventions, sports tournaments, or simply just leisure travel with their family and friends. We had roughly about 24,782 jobs, and we really see that increasing now that people are becoming vaccinated and people are getting more excited about getting back out there and just enjoying life as we once knew it. And hopefully we started sending a lot of local people out in the community, and hopefully we'll begin to see soon some visitors coming our way. Richmond Region Tourism is broke up in three ways. We have our business development, which are our sales and team who go out to different states. They located at trade shows, and they're meeting planners and travel individuals who want to set up, whether it's a convention, a convocation, such as churches. You think about Delta sororities, those types of things, any business type meetings and convocations. So our sales team go out to meet these individuals where they are, to talk about how great our region is, and hopefully encourage them to come back to experience what we have here. We also have our marketing department, and what we do, they're broken up in 2 ways. We have local PR, who focuses locally, sharing campaign information about what we're doing in our own backyard so residents are aware. And then we have individuals who speak to travel media writers, and they encourage them to come here to experience a restaurant or an attraction so they can write about it and put it in their magazines, and people can then see it and want to come and see it in person. And then we have our convention sales team, so that when they get those individuals to come back to our region, then we work with our convention sales team to do an itinerary of their events and tell them where to go and get some type of good rates at hotels and some good rates at these attractions and these restaurants for their attendees once they are here, to make it an all great experience for them. And then of course, community relations, which is what I am in. And again, my focus is to support the businesses who are here, who are the staples of our community, who are the reason why we exist in the first place. And so as you see, these are the logos from those two campaigns I mentioned earlier, with Black RV, again, promoting 100% tourism to residents and tourists so they can, support Black businesses. We want to make sure they come here, they experience it. And we do this in a way with Black RVA. We have 4 pillars of arts and entertainment, food and drink, community, and history. So those are our local campaigns. We actually kicked off in February, we had our history campaign in which we highlighted the Jackson Ward community in Richmond, Virginia. And we also highlighted the Blackwell community in the city of Richmond by way of hearing from locals who have lived there, who work there, and business owners. And now we're kicking off, as of June 26th, we'll be kicking off our food and drink campaigns. And that way we are encouraging individuals to go on a certain day of the week to a restaurant, a specific restaurant that's working with us, and pick up a Black RVA themed item or drink, and they have special t-shirts, which I happen to be wearing a Black RVA t-shirt right now. So we do have merchandise. And again, it's just like a way to kind of give back to the community and also support those businesses. And then you'll see here with our RVA, it's just saying, come to Richmond Region to go out, live out, just have a great time and vibe out when you're here. We have VA Pride, we support VA Pride. We in Pride Month right now, but we are going to be participating at VA Black Pride in July. I believe that's a festival in which we do sponsor local events when we can, so that we can then have a table, have a presence, and just encourage people to just come out and learn and grow with us. This logo from our RVA was created, the campaign was created 10 years ago, but it was, the logo was done by VCU Brand Center students. And so they had an idea to integrate RVA and then just coming out. So we did that. We wrote letters out to DC in Atlanta, Andy Cohen with Bravo, to Oprah Winfrey, and we say, hey, Richmond we're out. We want you to let you know we're out, we're living out loud, we're coming out of the closet, we're allies, we're here, come down, whether it's DC, come down 95, and others come visit us and see, what we have here and how welcoming we are. That campaign then picked up really bigly after we did those letters. It picked up in the New York Times and Passport in the South, Out Front. Just a lot of different media writers picked up on what was happening in Richmond. It was something new, considering we are a Confederate, place. Historically, when you think of the city of Richmond, you think of Confederacy, you think of, slavery and that type of thing. But we wanted to let them know that times are changing and people are changing, and we are more than just that. We have so much more to offer here than what you think of from the past. And this is originally, when it first came out, I think the city of Richmond's MEI score was only 49%. Once we started doing the work in our community with our campaign, we helped the city move it up to 94. And as of last year, 2020, the city of Richmond reached 100% human rights campaign. And that is a big deal for people who want to travel and want to feel safe and they want to feel welcoming. When they see stuff like that, they're like, oh, wow, I want to go to that city, because I know that we want to feel safe and we want to be comfortable when we get there, because they are all about diversity and all about welcoming and inclusive communities. And as I did not mention, but both of these campaigns are 100% community focused and community led. So we have an advisory team and a committee on both. And these are just people from businesses, residents who are just interested in being a part of what's happening in their own backyard, in their community, and tourism. And then we also have a lot of attraction and city and government people who want to be a part. So they're on our committee. So when we make decisions about these campaigns, we either share with them to get a yes or no, or we get their ideas on what should we do next. And so it's 100% about the community with the community. Here you'll see, once we focus on just kind of getting the campaign out there, we then focus on let's get some sports here. And so we were able to become a national place. Sports actually kind of held us over in 2020 when people weren't traveling and doing meetings and conventions. Sports tournaments were still happening in our region because a lot of it was outside. And so there were a lot of tournaments going on, and now people are picking up and doing meetings in our conventions. And we're just excited about being a part of that, just having way with that. Next, from the sports campaign, we teamed up with the Valentine to do the One Love campaign. We wanted to go from focusing on just regular travelers, meeting conventions, now then sports tournaments, and then we say get the family and friends. So those family members, those loved ones who just want to show love and feel love. We started doing our One Love campaign and we promoted it with the Valentine. And I believe we paid for a wedding. When this first launched, I think it was like $25,000. We had an event going on. We were able to get submissions and we actually paid for a wedding, an LGBT wedding. So that was very exciting for us as well. All right, and I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, feel free, you're going to ask questions at the end. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat, sorry. Right. So we talked about Black RBA and the tourism and the purpose of that, so I'll just get past that. This is the original action team we had, and we hired Rhino Graphics, who is a Black-owned marketing firm, and they kind of came up with the logo, the theme, plan a trip, catch a vibe, grab a bite, so that when people come here, they can get something to eat, they can have fun, they can just get the vibe, the music, the entertainment. So this was the original team who came up with it from the community, by the community. All right, so then we have this section here is National Marketing Essence Festival picked up on Black RBA, what we're doing here, and some other national news. Again, thanks to our PR team who was doing things nationally, letting them know all the wonderful things that were happening surrounding Black RBA. When you go to the websites, again, both are community-led, community-focused. It's an online directory for people to just know what's happening when they get here. And same for residents, you can just go there to see what's going on. So our numbers have tripled since this presentation, as far as people engaging. Social media as well continues to increase. If you go to your Instagram or social media, you can go to visit BOKRBA, and you can, if you have any events that you're doing in your community and you want Black RBA to know about it, to share it, whether it's a business, please hashtag visit BOKRBA, and we'll reshare it on our page to get people to pay attention and get people to be out there. And if you want us to be there, you can also contact me as well, and we'll figure out how we can support that, whether it's just, again, promoting it in our network, or either try to sponsor it if we can. If we feel like it's a great opportunity for Black RBA to engage, we will try to work with corporate partners right now to try to see how we can get sponsorship so we can continue to sponsor some of these events and make them very successful. When you go to Black RBA again in our RBA, you can hear from individuals who live here talking about how great the region is to them, whether they're a business or resident. So check that out as well. Again, the purpose of supporting Black RBA in both is simply just to engage, patronize, spend your money, and help the businesses to sustain, because they're the reason why we are here. There's a reason why people have jobs. We want to just continue to support them. I apologize for this. It's the background dust that I'm aware I am right now that's getting into my throat. So please forgive me for this presentation. Again, for any clarity, if you can't hear me, if you need to follow offline, I'm more than happy to do that. Again, I apologize for me getting choked up over here. But again, we also ask and reach out to corporate partners to see if there's a way we can get to your employers to do presentations, and so they can encourage, some type of support with employees, lunching learns, any opportunity where you have events, they can support these businesses and use them as a restaurant or a employee day. You can go to the actual attraction for a retreat. So we want to be able to get before your employer and say, hey, these are the campaigns we have. Do you know about it? So let's educate your employees. Let's figure out ways that we can support businesses that way, not just during pandemic, social uprising, but all the time, because we want to make sure, our residents know we're here to support. their businesses as corporate employers and corporate partners as well. This is my information. I do have one takeaway and request that I ask of you all who are on the line today. You can become tourism ambassadors. We have an I Am Tourism class that Richmond Region Tourism hosts once a month. They've been in the past in person and in virtual because of the pandemic, but with things opening back up, we're going to begin to do it in person again. It's a 2-hour class, 100% free. It breaks down things to do in all 7 jurisdictions. It even gives a deeper dive into tourism, how important tourism is to our region, our economy, and just, supporting the economic development here. So you can get a better understanding. And then it dives deeper into our roles as a destination marketing organization, all of the different players within our organization and how they can help you, even if you live here and you want to say, I want to have my family reunion here, but it's just so, I don't know what to do in Richmond. You can reach out to us and we can build an itinerary with you for 100% free, because we do have partners around the region who would love to host your event. We also have, like, if you have a church or some type of meeting space or whatever, we have the convention center that we are residing in, and we do work directly with the convention center to figure out how we can get businesses to host there or outside of the convention center. There are several different places around, those 7 jurisdictions that we can call to figure out how we can make your event successful. So we are here. You are our customers also by being residents, and we want to make sure we are here to support you locally and not just focus on those individuals who do not live here. So I want to make sure I encourage you all to visit richmondva.com. That is the overall Richmond Region Tourism's website, to find out when the next I Am Tourism class is. Once you graduate from that class, again, free, you get an attractions pass, which is 100% free, and it gives you access, whether free or either half off admission, to all the attractions in those regions, whether it's the Black History Museum, the Virginia Fine Arts Museum, the Valentine Museum. You get access to all of those places and attractions either for free or half off. And that is how I'm saying thank you, for you helping to become an I Am Tourism. And from there, you can then volunteer at some of our events with our partners, at our festivals. And then also, if you do bring a meeting or convention here, or a big opportunity for us to get some business here, then we do have an award ceremony every February, and that is a actual thank you and giving back and honoring those individuals who are tourism ambassadors for doing what they did to get these businesses here. So again, I do apologize for being choked up, but I'm here, I'm better, and I'm willing to answer any questions you may have. And I'll stop my screen.
Thank you so much, Tameka. That was really interesting. I actually have a couple questions. I'll let other people ask questions too if they have any. My first question was, I'm really interested in the tourism class. Like, what do people commonly do that for? Like, just to become those ambassadors, or they become like tour guides, or is there like
all of that? Yeah.
All of it? So
we have Bill Martin. I don't know if you're familiar with Bill Martin with the Valentine Museum.
Oh,
but he dives deep. Usually, historically, and soon, hopefully, when things are back open, we actually have a tour bus. We got a change from a tour bus that we go around to the different attractions. So you have like a little in-class session, and then they do a tour guide around the region of the city of Richmond, specifically to kind of show you different spaces. And you get off the bus and you kind of learn about those attractions there. In a virtual space, they've done really good at just kind of highlighting some of the events in the different spaces, things to do when you get there. And then they have breakout sessions where you're not only just meeting people in your city or your area, you're meeting businesses, attractions who are on it because they have their employees join, or other residents from those other 7 jurisdictions. And you all break out the session. They say, hey, there's an individual that's traveling here from Atlanta or traveling here from DC, and they have kids, or they might have, elderly people, and they want to do X, Y, and Z. Plan out a trip for them. Kind of what we do. And so these are places they can do. So that's some fun stuff we do on the call, just to kind of, after you listen to what to do, then you can plan out an actual trip of things to do for that family or that visitor when they get here. So it's really engaging and active and fun. And again, once you get the attraction pass, you now have access to take your family and friends. You have access to be an ambassador, to encourage people to come host events here. And then we also lean on you when it comes time for volunteers. We'll send a call out to you and say, hey, would you like to volunteer at this Second Street Festival or this Watermelon Festival, whatever festival. Like we have Juneteenth tomorrow, Saturday. And so, of course, Henrico County, Pocahontas in Chesterfield will be having something at their park, Bird Park in the city of Richmond. We're trying to get out there. We have people out there, and so we lean on our tourism ambassadors to help us out.
Okay, yeah, that's really cool. And then my other question was just, you mentioned, I don't know if you said it was like a festival or an event, like the Black Pride in July. Do you have any other, like, because it's Pride Month right now, just like off the top of your head? I'm definitely going to go check out the website again. But like, do you have anything off the top of your head coming up that you want to promote, or like that you think people would be interested in going to, or
Yeah, so
location?
well, yeah, so I'm promoting 100% Juneteenth, which is Saturday. So I encourage everyone to get out to just engage, not just, I don't know what's happening specifically in your area, because I have not heard, but in different spaces too. Just get out and just kind of learn and experience the history and culture here in the region. Of course, I said VA Black Pride, that's July 17th weekend. They're going to be doing different events that entire weekend. I know we have like folk festival coming up in October. We have the 2 Street Festival in October. So to get the latest and greatest on all of the events, we do post it on our Visit Richmond and also Black RVA and our RVA website, depending on what activity it is. Would you like me to place, I don't know, are you sending out links to the website, or I can place it here in the chat?
Yeah, let's place it in the chat real quick just so people have it. But yeah, that was great. Thank you so much. And then does anyone else have any questions? Anything they want to ask? I think you put your information up earlier if people want to reach out to you about if they're interested. Where do people go for the class? Is that like advertised on the website too?
Yep. If you go to visit Richmond va.com and you look for I Am Tourism Ambassador class, and you'll see it there as well. Like they'll keep updated on any new and improved classes that are coming. I do have another request though for those on the call. We have found that it's kind of difficult to find those Black-owned businesses. And let me be clear, I didn't say, but we focus on tourism related businesses. So when you think about tourism, if you go into a place that you're visiting, where can I go to eat? Where can I go to have some fun? What activities can I do when I get there? So not just like companies that sell t-shirts or candles or earrings. We really focus on highlighting those places where people can experience when they travel here. And in addition to that, we recently added to our website service-based businesses. So because we do host meetings and conventions or help individuals do that, they may look for a florist, a photographer, a DJ, a caterer who don't necessarily have a brick and mortar. So we have started promoting those businesses as well. But yeah, we want to make sure we reach those businesses that are in the county. But Richmond does a really good job at highlighting those businesses in the city, and Chesterfield. But we have a hard time, at least I have, connecting with those businesses that are in the surrounding counties, to include Hanover. And we don't want to forget them. We want to highlight them as well because they are very important as well to our economy. And so if you all know personally any businesses that might fall under that category, please send them my way, either their contact information, and I'll reach out, or either you can have them contact me directly.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, if anyone, I'll leave a couple minutes. Does anyone have any questions? If not, we can wrap it up here if you don't have anything else to add. And like I said before, it'll be recorded. So if anybody wants to like miss something and wants to go rewatch it, it'll be posted on our Facebook, I believe, and definitely our YouTube and our website, which is just pamunkeylibrary.org. And yeah, I just want to thank Tameka so much for joining us. That was really great. And thank everyone else for being on the Zoom.
Thank you. You all have an awesome day and stay cool out there. But get out there.
Definitely. Definitely. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a good day.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.